'Tis a season, it's a season for elegant ladies. Reputations are dictated by the Queen. Must be perfectly perfect, must meet every expectation. May God save all our souls!
Dearest gentle readers, it is I have returned. It was with a grand finish that I have left you all last season. As you must remember, Duncan was anointed with the great honour of marrying the season's diamond, a doing of which 3 ferocious mammas have had a helping hand in directing. We are sure to have a fierce season ahead. It is no secret that Lady Dingleberry, Lady Birdington, Lady Fleeting will offer the hand of their prize jewel. With this at hand, it is certain that the lords of this season will have the most difficult selection to choose from. But this time, who'll arise from the phoenix ashes, who'll arise through the ranks and become the most wanted lord? And what will the mammas do to have their daughters bewed him?
Lady Dingleberry, Lady Burlington, it's great to see you after the events of such a previous season. A victory like that must be celebrated.
Yes, Lady Fleetington. The victory was no more mine than yours, in fact. We had a lot of interest in naming Duncan as the jewel of the season.
That is true, Lady Dingleberry. I have noticed that you have not been shy with the usage of your prospectus you have earned. I have noticed that your daughters have been flaunting all the new dresses all over town.
Well, it is not a sin to enjoy what God has given us. Your daughters have not enjoyed any less than mine. In fact, I learned that you set Oberlin aboard for studies, a privilege none of your other daughters have experienced.
Well, if I must tell you, I think Aubrey Lane holds quite a bit of potential. A diamond in the rough, if I must say. I'm sure she will shine brightly during this season.
Diamond in the rough. Quite a nice synonym she has for ugly duckling.
Ladies, let us not fool and deceive one another by creating the false pretext that we do not ensure to have the upper hand for our daughters this season. We all hold enough status and comprehension skills to understand that this season will be particularly gruesome. Let's not forget the high of the previous season. We must come together to choose which lord will marry our daughters. Let's not let them down. We have all the power, riches, and resources to have the best wedding of the time, even more so than last year.
That I can get behind.
You have always had such a way with words, Lady Dingleberry. But in order to create a wedding, we must have a bridegroom. Who will have the honour of having our daughter's hand in wedding this season?
That only time will tell.
Why entrust fate to time when we ourselves are altogether more powerful? Lady Wesselton was right in the matter of saying that we had the upper hand this season. But which sire will offer the most prospects for our daughters?
These mamas are of a beastly kind. How is it that we are already a week into the season and I have not yet had a single decent interaction with any lady? I am Macbeth. I have a good reputation, good fortune, and I am from a good name. What will it take for me to rise through the ranks?
My! What a strong display of emotion we have gotten here. Who have we stumbled upon?
That is Lord Macbeth. He is the third of 6 sons, but he is favoured to become the next Viscount. He's quite the fierce man. Reminds me of someone I know.
You must be out of your mind. Compare him to Lord Duncan? That is utter nonsense. His rank not nearly as high as Lord Duncan was.
Have I ever let you down? You're right in a sense, but there will never be another money match like Lord Duncan's arrangement was. To keep the people entertained, we must provide a striking match to get the conversation flow going, and I do believe that my daughter is best for that role.
So could my Dorothy.
Or my Aubrey. Lord Macbeth, let me take your side. My lord! It's a pleasure to speak with you.
Ah, yes, Lady Fleetington. You're always a fine company. You must tell me how Aubrey Lynn is doing.
She's doing wonderful. Know her keeping up many hobbies. I should make haste and keep this conversation short, but I'm glad you brought her up since this conversation concerns her. To keep this short, I think you would make a splendid match. She is my offspring after all. With our money, our land, our power, this will be the most powerful wedding of the season. I must return to the other ladies, but keep this in mind for the next ball.
I believe it is my turn conversing with Lord Macbeth.
Why, yes, of course.
I will make this matter quick, as I believe it will not require much convincing. You know my lovely daughter Dorothy. It is obvious to the entire town that you two would be a practically perfect match. Just think about the offspring you two would make. Just think of the power couple you two would make. You couldn't possibly say no to that, could you? I will leave you with that on the mind.
Lord Macbeth, as I believe you've had the same conversation with the other ladies here, I think you have already a lot on your mind. A complicated choice, but obvious. Your brain, with my daughter and her prospects, will make the wedding with the most desired invitations. A match, a wedding more powerful than Lord Duncan's.
You are right. That is indeed a big decision. I shall get back to you. Great heavens, to be bombarded with the marriage proposal of the three most powerful ladies in the town. It's terrifying, it's nerve-wracking, it's thrilling. To think I hold so much power, all mamas in the world must want to be. I'm a prized possession, it's all I've ever imagined for myself. To think I could have the daughters of the most powerful woman. I could have Aubrey Lynn, Dorothy, or even Antoinette. I should have my best interest at heart, and only my advancement in mind. This is the ball that will crown me as the most coveted lord. Miss Fleetington, Miss Dingleberry, and Miss Birdington should be arriving soon. Hello, ladies.
Hello, Lord Macbeth! Oh, your hair looks good. And your outfit is so cool.
Your teeth shine so brightly.
Ladies, let's take a breather. I'd like to take a time to return the compliment. You all look great.
So, Lord Macbeth, have you made your decision?
Dorothy, you mustn't be so rash about it.
What do you mean?
Oh, well, about which one of us you're going to marry.
Oh, my dears, I think you are confusing yourselves. I think with my status, I would settle for one of you ditzy little misses. You have been misled by your mamas, my dears. Never will I ever consider coming near you ever again.
Never sin.
Never's perfect, never for him, never deserving of a Lord Macbeth.
Never star.
Always an asteroid, take your heart,
Forever the last choice
of a Lord Macbeth.
Oh, Lady Dingleberry, Lady Fleetington, Lady Birdington, what a coincidence to run into all of you here.
Coincidence? Boy, don't you know by now that when it comes to the three of us, there is no such thing as coincidence?
We have heard of the events of last night's ball, and there's something we need to talk about.
I think there is no need for that. Everything that needed to be said has been said.
Lord Macbeth, I think you overambitious. An ambitious fool, to say the least. You think yourself powerful when you have made us your enemy? You have gone mad, boy.
You say I am your enemy, yet you have given me this power. Am I wrong to use it how I wish?
You are right. We have given you power, status, and privilege. But what you have forgotten is as fast as we have given it to you, as fast we can take it away. As a matter of fact, you no longer have it at this very moment.
Whatever do you mean?
You see, my daughter was very shaken by the ball's event. She hasn't left bed in weeks. The servants think she's gone ill because she spent time alone with you. Who knows what people will think of that?
No, you couldn't.
Oh, yes, we can. And we did. As of now, no one wants you.
No!